Joe, you got a minute?
Yes, certainly, Stan.
I went over that list of patients we discussed.
Mm-hmm.
This is a list of those I think might be affected.
Are you sure of this list?
Triple checked.
Liza Chandler. Stan, this could change everything between Liza and Adam.
No matter how many times Adam and I start over, we are still going to end up in court.
Well, call me naive, but I still believe in marriage.
Well, so does Adam. Why do you think he keeps doing it?
He believes in this marriage.
No, he doesn't believe in me. He doesn't trust me. Trust is Adam's Achilles heel. Accusations fly and the facts be damned. He did not trust me to stand by his side during the whole trans-global thing, and I didn't trust him. I analyzed every motive, every thought.
Enter Marion.
Exactly. He's so willing to believe that I would try to set him up to raid his fortune. My mother ambushed Stuart, and she sent this divorce into hyperdrive. She's quite the overachiever, actually.
I'm so sorry.
Packet for Miss Chandler.
Oh, thanks. Where do I sign? Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Well, I guess you just call me Ms. Colby. Adam has scheduled the divorce hearing
For when?
this afternoon.
Oh, he can't do that. I'll get continuance. And there's no way he's going to railroad us through the courts. You listen to me, honey. It ain't over until that decree is issued.
No, I just want to get it over with. Let's just get it over with now.
Check your calendars. If you see fireworks over the Pine Valley Courthouse today, it's not the 4th of July. It's lights, action, cameras, as tycoon Adam Chandler and media dynamo Liza Colby Chandler heat up divorce court. Live, no tape. Word is the two have been duking it out for months, but it appears the championship match is on for this afternoon. Sparks are sure to fly, citizens, so look out below.
Smells like spring.
Yeah, is that what brings you out into the early morning air? You're looking for your shadow?
No, actually, the nurses threw me out.
Is Mateo okay?
Oh, yeah, they were fiddling around with his equipment, and evidently I was in the way.
Should we march back upstairs and explain who's boss?
I think they know what they're doing. My father retains only the best.
Whatever you need, whatever you want.
You've done so much for us already. Just letting us move in here.
I love having you here. You and Mateo.
You know something? This is going to be good for him.
Yes.
It really is. I mean, the smell of flowers instead of disinfectant, and the sound of birds chirping instead of ambulance sirens, and windows that actually open. The whole world is waking up. Mateo will too, I think.
How could he not? You'll will him back.
Yeah, well, that's the Chandler M.O.
Yeah, onward to battle.
Victory is ours.
Cowards take cover.
We'll eat them for lunch. Speaking of which, who or what will you be dining on? You are dressed to kill. What are we having? A little conglomerate? A small Middle Eastern oil-rich country?
I have a date with Liza.
You do? Way to go.
In divorce court. When I get back, I'll be a single man.
Oh, Dad. When you get back, you'll be a single sorry fool.
Dr. Joe?
Oh, Liza, good.
Hi.
You got my message.
Yeah, I got your message. You didn't say what it was about.
Well, something has come up.
Is it Adam? Is he sick?
Oh, no, not Adam. He's perfectly fine. I mean, had nothing to do with him. Certainly not directly. Come into my office, please.
Well, I don't really have much time. I'm due in court.
I understand, but I don't think this should wait.
I don't understand.
Well, first of all, it's nothing for you to be alarmed about.
Your message said that it was urgent.
Yes.
Why don't you just spit it out?
Well, I'd rather wait for Dr. Clader. He's on his way down now.
Dr. Clader?
Yes, he wants to... Well, here he is.
Oh, dear God, is this my pap smear?
You're in excellent health, Liza.
So what's this all about?
It's about your baby. Yours and Adam's. The little girl you lost.
Joe, I grieved for that baby. And Adam did too. We had to put it behind us. We didn't have a choice. Why should we dredge it up now?
We blame the stillbirth on the trauma you suffered during the emergency landing.
What are you saying? You changed your mind? Do you know something now that you didn't know then?
Actually, it's a little involved. Please, sit down.
Is this about me? Is there something about me that you didn't notice before?
No, not at all.
Is it that I can't have a child? I can't carry a child to term?
No. Liza, medically speaking, there's no reason in the world you can't have as many babies as you want.
What happened to you last fall was a medical fluke.
Why are we talking about it now?
Because no autopsy was performed on the baby.
It didn't seem necessary at the time, but, well, something has come to our attention now.
Would you just please tell me what you're talking about?
Your last prenatal exam was in mid-October. You were in my waiting room with another woman and her child.
And that woman gave birth last week. Her name is Mrs. Clark, but the baby was stillborn.
Like mine?
Oh, no. There was nothing unusual about her pregnancy. There was no trauma to the fetus, no warning signs.
So because of that, we began to track and back to look for clues.
What she ate, who she saw, where she went, whether she had any toxins in her system, whether she was exposed to any infections.
Liza, have you ever heard of fifth disease?
It sounds like some medieval curse.
Yes, I know. It's a very rare virus. It's something like rubella.
It's generally contracted by children. It seems to be symptom-free in adults, but, pregnant women who are exposed to the virus are at risk for miscarriage and stillbirth.
Liza, do you remember the last exam you had with Dr. Clader? You were complaining of flu-like symptoms.
I had a little cold.
Yeah.
You don't mean?
You may have contracted fifth disease.
Oh, and you're saying I infected this woman?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
It was Mrs. Clark's 3-year-old who was infected, but we had no way of knowing that at the time.
What we are saying is the child may have infected you.
You could have saved my baby?
No, I don't think so. But at least we could have given you a clearer picture of why the baby was lost.
Thought it was the plane. Adam's plane.
There's a possibility that we were wrong.
We thought it was the flight, the faulty parts.
Exactly. All of that. When it's quite possible it was just an unfortunate coincidence.
Was there any way to be sure?
There is a blood test for viral antibodies.
Is it accurate?
Nearly 100% so. What we'll do is compare the results to your earlier records, and I would like to make an appointment now to draw some blood.
No, I want you to do it now. Please. I can't go to court until I know.
Dad, you and Liza were made for each other.
So were Bonnie and Clyde, sweetheart. But they ended rather badly. All I can do is try to cut my losses.
Listen to me. Call Barry Shire. Tell him to stall the divorce.
Barry Shire has other legal fish to fry. He's put Samuel Thornton in charge. He should have this tied up in no time.
You know this divorce is wrong.
Would it surprise you to know that my devoted wife tried to drive me stark staring mad?
What did she do? Not return your phone calls? Not fall to your feet?
When I checked back into the hospital, I implied it was simply to recharge.
Yes, and something about having bad dreams. I remember. I knew it was more to that than what you told me, but what does Liza have to do with it?
I thought I was having delusions, darling. I thought I was seeing things that weren't supposed to be there.
Well, you're okay now.
Well, yes. Yes, I'm okay, but no thanks to Liza.
What is she trying to do? Mess with your mind? Stress you out?
She devised a calculated plot to put me in a straitjacket.
Oh, now you are insane.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Until I realized I was being gaslighted.
Well, there's a leap.
Well, I have physical proof. I was being stalked by a phantom for hire.
You are sounding like a complete lunatic.
Yes, well, that was the point, wasn't it? I was supposed to rave myself into a padded cell. That's why Liza hired an impersonator.
To impersonate what exactly?
An old flame, a woman someone that was important to me.
Do I know this someone?
This is before you were born.
So Liza was what then, 3? Come on, Dad, what did you do? Did you parade out a list of photos of your past loves, all old love letters? Did you go through your history with her?
I don't know how she found out, but she found out, I know that.
Did it ever occur to you that she didn't?
Well, would you rather believe that I'm non-compos mentis?
No. Maybe somebody else. Wait a minute. You didn't bring this up to Liza, did you?
She denies everything.
Well, then you have to believe her.
Why?
Why? Because, Dad, what would she possibly have to gain from doing this to you?
Power of attorney, for one thing.
She doesn't need power of attorney if she wanted to clean you out. You're a jerk. That's enough. Come on, Dad, you've got to make it up to her. You've got to tell her that you were wrong and take her out to dinner.
It's too late.
No, Dad, it's not too late. It's never too late. I mean, it's only too late when the person you love is gone forever. When you talk and talk to that person, and it's only too late when the person you love dies. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can take it from Edmund Gray, because his marriage was holding on by a thread, and he got it back. And imagine how he would have felt if he hadn't. Think of how lucky you are to have another chance. Just imagine if Liza was on Flight 149.
Too much has happened.
I understand that. I know there was the baby that you lost, and you got through it together.
Until Liza decided I was responsible.
You'll get through that. You will get through that together. That's what married people do. They work out the bad stuff.
Obviously, you have a talent for devoted love that I sorely lack.
Well, I always thought we were a lot alike, you and me, true fighters.
No, I quit. It's all over. Liza is out of my life. I trust I still have my daughter, though.
Oh, well, you couldn't get rid of me even if you tried.
I take that as a lifetime guarantee.
That's what you got. Lifetime guarantee.
Okay. Well, I'm off to do battle with the devil.
Hey! Wait a minute. Who are you? What are you doing here?
So you're absolutely sure there's no margin for error?
Blood we drew today tested positive for the antibodies.
How's she taking it?
She's not saying very much, except to ask for you.
Okay, thank you. Hi. You heard?
Yeah, I heard.
Doesn't seem right, does it? I mean, what made me go that day? Why not the day before? Or the day after? Why didn't I go in the morning instead of the afternoon?
Don't do that to yourself. Listen to me. When the right time comes, you are going to be a wonderful mother. You are.
The time came. And it went.
But you're making it sound like your life is over.
No, my marriage.
All right, speaking of which, when do you think you're going to tell Adam?
I I can't even begin to explain.
Well, how about laying it all out and just starting from the beginning?
What am I supposed to say? Reality as you know it, just forget it. There's been this big glitch. I would really appreciate it if you could just erase the last 4 months of your life. My dear God. This changes everything. So, what'd you think? Tonight, we honor Liza Colby and her sizzling performance.
You are soaring on the wings of ecstasy.
Oh, you give yourself a high approval rating, don't you?
Just look happy.
Oh, this is delirious for you.
Not maniacal, just happy.
Make up your mind. Bye-bye.